Hey guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to episode 64 of my Leeds United Career Mode. Now today we're going to be getting on with some matches. Now we're outside of the January transfer window and hopefully cracking on with things and trying to get further up the league table. Before we get into things, if you could go show your support for the Leeds United Career Mode by hitting the like button, that would be really appreciated. Let's try and hit 25 likes on this video, and also if you haven't already, please go and subscribe to the channel. That would also be absolutely fantastic. And also, if you do have a Twitter account, or if you want to make a Twitter account, then it would be great if you could go follow me at GameFaceHD. The link to that is in the description below. That is the first place that people find out about my videos. The link gets automatically tweeted out there, and you find out straight away. So that's one thing you could do if you really wanted to. But yeah, let's crack on with the video. You guys voted for the Leeds United Career Mode to continue. The Valencia one is now ended. It's ended very abruptly, sadly, but I think that's just going to be the best way to do it. But let's move on with this one now and focus on the Burnley game. And we've got a game in the FA Cup against them. It's going to be a little bit of a tough match, I would have thought, because we've got a couple of big games coming up towards the end of this month. And obviously we've got a little gap in between this game and the next one. So it's getting quite a tight schedule towards the end of February, where we do have some very important matches. So sadly, I'm going to have to play the match, but I'm going to have to change on the team quite a bit, I think, just so we can focus on the Europa League and also the league afterwards there as well. So I'm going to change on the team. I'll be back in a second once I've done that. And this is the team I've gone with. A lot of changes. Everyone has changed in this team pretty much. Rossetti starts in goal, Marsden at right back, Luke Howe starts at centre back alongside the other centre back, and Jeffers at left back. In front of them, we've got Dele Alli, and we've also got Alex Mowat, both playing as kind of CDMs. Garcia just in front of them. Ledesma as a left winger, and Batista as a right winger, and then Jamie Vardy up front. Hopefully that's going to be enough to win this game. It's very risky, obviously, because there are a lot of changes, quite obviously, there. But that's the bench in case things don't go well. And yeah, let's crack on with this game, see how he gets on, hopefully beat Burnley. But I'm aiming to not have to do a replay, because that just clogs up your fixture list completely. So we really don't want that. Let's move on to this game and hopefully get ourselves a win. It's also probably worth mentioning that in case you've been living under a rock, Leicester City did win the Premier League title. Let me know what you think about that in the comments section below, because I am interested to see what you think. Obviously, it's, I think, great for the Premier League just to see a bit of a different team win it. But yeah, let's move on to this game against Burnley now. And like I say, let me know what you think about that in the comments. No way, 1-0 down after 4 minutes. It's not a good start. That's Rossetti's fault. It is definitely his fault. You can't parry that one out like that. Really poor decision from him, just to parry it right into the front of him and right into the path of the striker. So yeah, 1-0 down after 5 minutes. Not a good start at all. We seem to have a couple of slow starts recently, which isn't good. We just can't seem to keep hold of the ball at the start of the game. It's a very bizarre start to this match. And it's not great when you've got a team full of pretty average players. No way into the back post. Oh, they've hit the post. Oh, my days. Oh, not even 30 minutes in yet. We're getting bombarded with shots. We're going to have to make some changes. It's been a very bad start for us. We're going to take off Garcia, who has been useless, really. And we'll bring on Calvin Phillips. We're also going to take off Ledesma. We're going to move Alex Mowat to the left, take off Ledesma, and bring on Ramirez. So 2 changes, and we're not even 30 minutes in yet. Yeah, a little bit of a tactical change there, but I don't know whether it's going to work. To be honest, we are only 1-0 down. I want to keep it that way until we get ourselves another goal. Vardy into Calvin Phillips. You just go in here. Calvin Phillips gets blocked. That was a good shot as well. Could have challenged the keeper a little bit. And now let's get it in with Alex Mowat. Can we have a good ball in? Not great. Into the back post to Vardy. Should have enough pace to keep it in, and he does. Now then, onto his right foot. Can we get it into Calvin Phillips? Good punch away from the goalkeeper. And we're already looking much better. And that is it for the first half. Still losing the game 1-0. We'll make one more change just so we have 45 minutes of a different player on the pitch, because there has been some really bad performances so far. Look at that. 33% possession. 1 shot. That is it. We've had a really bad start to this game in the first half, and it's basically down to the team that I've picked, isn't it, quite clearly? But I didn't really have too much choice, to be honest. I'd probably still pick the same team thereabouts if I had the choice again, because we've got a game in 3 days' time against one of the European teams. So yeah, we've got Berahino coming on, Batista coming off, Vardy's moved on to the right-hand side, and hopefully that's going to improve us going forward. Get a few shots away as well, that's going to be the aim. Dele Alli, can he have a shot here? He has done it. 1-0. Oh my days. 47 minutes in, we've got ourselves a goal straight away, 2 minutes in, straight away from kickoff, and that is a brilliant strike from Dele Alli. That's what I was expecting really, that sort of impact from these players, and it has worked luckily. Dele Alli hasn't had a good game really for us since he signed, but that is a hell of a strike. Decent goal, although to be fair, I've not really given him that many chances, have I, to be honest, on the pitch. But it's a very good strike from Dele Alli, and it's 1-1. Oh my days. 2-1, where's that come from? That's the first shot this half. And I don't even know who that is. Is that Vokes? I don't really know any of the players, to be honest. I don't think it is. But what a hell of a strike that is. A little bit unrealistic. It's actually Ashley Barnes. So unrealistic. They've just put a long ball into the box. Like I say, this is their first attack and first shot of the second half. Gets headed down, hits it first time into the bottom left-hand corner. And it's 2-1. Wow, that's come from absolutely nowhere. Completely undeserved from this second half performance by them. And yeah, we really need 2 more goals now. Oh, it's been passed to Berahino. Oh, he scored it. What are the chances of that? The keeper has had an absolute blunder there. I mean, what was that? What has he done? He's just passed it straight to me. Saw it coming. And with under 20 minutes left, we should be able to get a third goal here. It literally just passes it right to me. I thought it was actually going wide initially, but it doesn't. It goes in. Get a bit of luck. When I say a bit, that's a lot of luck. 2-2 now, and we need 1 more goal to get through. Here we go, 3 minutes left. Berahino, can he put in a good ball? He can't. And I think it's gone out for a corner. Yes, it has. That's great news. I'm ultra attacking. Let's try and get it in. It's not a bad ball in from Alex Moore. It goes back out to him. Can he put another one in? Oh, it's into the back post. Oh, it goes over everybody. That would have been a nice little tap in for someone there, but no one was expecting. I wasn't, to be honest. And has gone out for a goal kick. 3 minutes added on. Okay, we've got ourselves a free kick. I'm going to have to play it short because there's no options in there, really. Oh, finds its way into the centre-back. He's turned it by accident. Oh, what a turn. Didn't mean to do that. I accidentally shot, and then I thought, well, I better turn it into a fake shot. And it nearly worked. Decent strike. Out for another corner. Let's get everyone to crowd the keeper, I think, here. Alex Mowatt's going to take it again. Oh, it's an outswinger. It's not a very good one. Oh, no. Don't do this. Oh, decent challenge, and that is it. We've drawn the game 2-2. Could have been much worse. Didn't really want a replay, but we've got one. And yeah, we could have lost the game, like I say. So it could have gone a lot worse, that one. But hopefully the replay isn't in the next week or so. Hopefully it's at the end of the month, or next month, ideally. But yes, that means that we have drawn the game. Let's see what matches up next. I think it should be the Europa League matches. We also need to find out when the replay is. Okay, so the replay is right at the end of the month. Which does leave us with a little bit of time actually in between games, so it's not too bad. It could have been much worse, the replay, but look at that. We've got some very tough games. Have you seen the teams that we've got to play? It's unbelievable. We've got Arsenal coming up, then next month we've got Chelsea, followed by Liverpool 2 days later, Man City the week after that, and then Man United after that. So very strange run of fixtures coming up, and it's going to be very tough, but hopefully this is where we're going to get the most of our points from. So let's move on to the next game, and it's in the Europa League. I think we will do some player development, but will we change the players? Yeah, I'll change 1 or 2 of the players, I think. Okay, so these are the 5 players I've gone with. I've changed around the first 2 players, and obviously brought in Gray and Sava. And let's see how we get on with those ones. Hopefully get some attributes up this time round. We have done. Rossetti also goes up to 74 overall. Fantastic stuff. And a couple of players getting closer to going up as well. So yeah, really decent stuff, that one actually. And let's move on to the next game. Change on the team, and I'll be back once I've done that. And this is the team that I've gone with. Butland starts in goal, as you'd expect. Yedlin comes in alongside Capella and Smith. And also Galloway at left back. We've got Ramirez and Cook partnering in CDM. Dele Alli in front of them just about gets into this team. I wasn't too sure whether to start him or not, but I think he had an okay game in that last match. Demario Gray starts on the left-hand side. Loopy on the right-hand side. Just to give, I think, is it Munier? Yeah, it is. Just to give Munier a couple more days rest before the Arsenal match. And also we're starting with Callum Wilson, basically, because Vardy and Berahino are a little bit tired. And I'll probably be starting Berahino for the Arsenal game. So we'll start Wilson, give him a chance. And that's the bench I've gone with. Let's move on, hopefully get ourselves a win. And let's see how we do in the first leg of this Europa League game. Come on, I'm after a really good performance from Callum Wilson. I think we need it. He hasn't really played very well since joining from Bournemouth, so desperately need a good performance from him. Hopefully he can get a couple of goals in this game. But really his finishing hasn't been good enough, his positioning I don't think has been particularly good either. So hopefully he can put in a good performance. Dele Alli to have another shot. Oh, it's a good save from the goalkeeper onto the post. Dele Alli is playing really well since I started playing him again. And hopefully he can get himself a goal. It might just have been offside, I think it was, yeah. Oh, he's won it back here. Dele Alli is still going. Oh, too much on it. Way too much on it. Comes off the bar. And he certainly should have scored by now. He's had 2 very good chances. And he's looking really good in that centre attacking mid-roll. And that's it for the first half. Still drawing the game 0-0. A bit of a strange game this one, actually. It has been a really good game for us. We've had a couple of okay chances, but nothing too clear-cut. But in the last 5 minutes of that half, both teams just kept on wasting the ball every single time we got hold of it. We just kept on kicking it to each other. It's really bizarre into that into the first half, and they're going to make a change, not surprisingly, because they haven't been too great. We just need to try and get that goal. We've not had anything clear-cut. We've had the 2 Dele Alli chances, which we probably should have scored at least one of them, but it just hasn't happened. I think it will, though, in the second half. I think we do have a good chance of getting at least one goal. Yedlin getting forward. Can he play through Callum Wilson? He has done. Tries to cut back onto his right foot, into the middle. Yedlin's in there for the diving header. I don't think he was ever going to get hold of it after the defender cleared it. Okay, we are going to make some changes, not necessarily to go out and try and completely smash them now in the last 20 minutes, to kind of just rest players mainly for the Arsenal game coming up, because we can quite easily take this into the second leg, and I'm fine to do that, because it's not like it's a replay or anything, it is just the second leg. We've got it whether we win or lose. So we are going to bring on, I think, Calvin Phillips, but we'll bring him on for Ramirez, and we'll switch around him and Dele Alli. And I think the next change will be to bring on Yaya Toure, and I think we'll take off Dele Alli actually as part of that. And I'm also tempted to bring on Berahino, but there's not really too much point. I think we'll bring on Meunier, just to give him a little bit of time on the pitch before the Arsenal game. Obviously, I think he'll be able to recover from, 20-odd minutes of running before the Arsenal game, so he should be fine, really, to play just the end of this game. And that's it, we've drawn the game 0-0. A very bizarre game. We obviously had enough chances to win the match, but we didn't, so it does go into the replay, and that means that we didn't get any away goals in that match either. But at least we didn't lose the game, and again, we've had one shot, one on target. Not a great game, that one, in terms of the amount of shots that we've had. Obviously, we hit the bar, and Dele Alli had another really good shot as well that came off the post, I think it did. So, yeah, I think, we probably deserved to win that game. We didn't have many other chances other than those 2. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this episode. We've obviously got the Arsenal game coming up in a couple of days' time. That'll be in the next episode. If we win that game, then we could possibly go ahead of United. Obviously, it depends on their results. Let's have a quick look at some emails. And Damari Grace just saying thank you for playing in the last match. And yeah, that is it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy this, then please get the thumbs up button and also go ahead and subscribe as well if you haven't already. That'd be really appreciated. If we could go hit 25 likes on this video, that would be absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time for another episode. It might well be Ultimate Team. I'm not really too sure yet when that series will be starting. But yes, that is it. Thank you for watching and goodbye.